How's it going, everyone? Mark here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be beginning a new segment called Before You Buy. This is the Thor's new Asgard building set, and it's number 76200. It comes with 265 pieces, and it's for ages 7 and older. Now, the Thor's new Asgard set came out on August 1st of 2021, and I purchased it for $29.99 in US dollars. Now, you could actually buy this set in the Lego store. You could pick it up at Target. I believe you might find it at Walmart as well, but we're going to kind of do a quick overview of the booklet. We're going to get into the details of what's inside the set, how many stickers it comes with, and I'll tell you at the end if I think this set is worth the purchase. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. That way you don't miss another video. We'll be doing more segments like this, so let's go ahead and get started. First things first, let's take a look at the box art. So on the upper left-hand corner, you can see that there's a Lego logo. Right next to it is the Infinity Saga logo. You have the details going on the left. You have the box art going to the right. You have Thanos in the upper right corner. The bottom right-hand corner, you have the Avengers logo. And you can see that it also comes with 3 minifigures, which you can tell are Meek, Korg, and Thor. Now, if we go ahead and turn to the side, you can see there's the Marvel logo. On the other side, it's just a couple of details. The bottom, you have the top. There's the actual size of Thor. And then if you look at the back, you'll notice that you have a scenario going on in the set with the Lego logo in the upper left-hand corner and Thanos in the upper right-hand corner with the Infinity Saga logo at the bottom right-hand corner. So that's the whole box set, okay? We're going to go ahead and take a look at the booklet now. All right, we have the booklet in front of us, and it's the artwork you see on the box set. If we go ahead and flip the page over, you notice you just get your typical Lego details. Flipping that page again, you have the instructions of how to put Thor together. It also tells you on the left hand that it only comes with 2 bags, okay? So this is a set with only 2 bags, and as you obviously go forward, you're building your foundation. We'll go ahead and fast forward. You start seeing the walls come together, all the details inside, and then when you get to the end of it, you have your whole setup built together. And then on the right-hand side, you have your new Marvel sets that are coming out, as well as some of the pieces that it comes with, and on the back, your feedback page. All right, Korg is our first minifigure we're going to look at. He's got his khaki pants on, his unbuttoned shirt with some prints on it. You can see if we turn him around, it has prints on the back. We'll go ahead and flip him back over. He's got some detail going on his stomach area, his chest. It's a little rocky looking. He's got his gaming headphones on as well. They wrap around his neck. His head is rocky, which is also removable. You can see that his face is nice and smiley. If we go ahead and pull this off right here, you'll notice that that comes off, and then we'll flip his head around. He does have an alternate face, and you could see that his face is still pretty smiley. So we'll go ahead and flip it back to the way it was. I'm going to put this head back on, and there is Korg. Next, we have Meek, and Meek is very basic, very simplistic. He does not have a alternate face. You can see that he's built with 2 studs underneath the head. He's just got a bunch of eyes going around his face, and it's just very simplistic, not much going on. But we'll go ahead and turn him around. You can see it's just blank, so that is Meek for you. Our last minifigure we're going to look at is Thor, and this one is the Thor version. So he's got his pants on. He's looking a little different this time because he doesn't have his armor plates on. He doesn't have a shirt on, so he's got just his belly hanging out. You could tell underneath here, there's that print right there where his belly is sagging over his belt line. You could tell that his body just does not look as fit as it used to be. If we go ahead and turn him around, he's got some rolls in the back. His hair is hanging down low. If we go ahead and pop his hair off, while he's smirking right here, you could tell that if you turn to his alternate face, he's got some lightning coming out of his eyes, which is a really neat feature they decided to add. Put his hair back on, and that is what he looks like with his alternate face. All right, let's talk about the building set itself. So this set is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be smaller than, typical sets, but this is really tiny, and it's got a lot of fine details that are compacted inside of it. But let's talk about the sign, which is not connected to the set itself. But if we go ahead and focus in on it, the sign says, "Welcome to New Asgard. Please drive slowly." And correct me in the comments if I say this incorrectly, but it says "Welcome in till Tonsberg." If you turn it around, there's no sticker behind it, no sign. It's just what's in front. So that is a separate standalone piece. We'll go ahead and focus in on the set right now. Now the set, like I said, is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's just a couple of plates underneath all that detail. You can see that we have in the upper left-hand corner, you have your pan, you have your whip, you got your cups, books, you have what seems like an action figure and a alcohol bottle that is on top of the shelves over here, okay? I'm assuming that's probably a dart that's lodged into the wall. You have your door that opens up. If you actually push out, it opens up. We'll go ahead and put that back in. The windows right here actually open up as well. You can see I could pop those open, and they do close. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one somewhat open. Moving on down, you can see there's a green couch. You got 2 pizza boxes stacked upon each other on top of the couch, as well as a pizza slice that is laying on the couch. Moving back, you'll see that there are a couple of pizza boxes stacked once again upon each other. You have your alcohol bottle at the very edge here. A slice, not a slice, you have a whole pizza on top of a pizza box. You'll also notice that you have your 5 years after the blimp newspaper article on top of a platform. You also have a slice of pizza laying there that is connected to a stud on the plate. Moving on in, you have a video game controller on top of what I would assume is a coffee table. It's not your standard looking coffee table, not as long as they normally are, but it's just rested on there. There's a stud underneath it that holds it in place. You can see there's a treasure chest over here with 2 alcohol bottles as well as a fish. They are not connected. They are easily removable. If I go ahead and pull one out, you'll see that they kind of flop around and whatnot. So you can see, yeah, they're just moving around. This one's kind of already stuck, so we'll go ahead and leave that in there, but let's go ahead and take a look at the top. You can see that there is a stake that I would be able to pop off if I chose to disconnect it from these connectors right here. You have your anchor on the wall. You have a sailboat, a fan. You have another gold cup right there. Backing up, you can see that there is you got a shovel and you got a paddle for a boat. In the upper right hand corner of the set, you'll notice there's a crooked picture frame. It features Thor, Meek, Korg, and I want to say it's Lady Sif. Please correct me once again if I'm wrong in the comments. Going down below, you'll see there's Thor's hammer axe, I want to say it is. Once again, I don't remember him having a hammer axe, but that's what it is. Underneath that, there are 2 pizza boxes that are stacked underneath the hammer axe. And the reason why I'm calling it a hammer axe, it looks like because it's hammer on one side and axe on the other. So backing up a bit, take a good look at the details on this television. You can see there's a sticker that's slapped on that screen. It shows a video game being played, and you have a cookie underneath that television. You got what seems like kind of like a cable box or maybe a video game system that's underneath the entertainment center. And right next to it is that orange soda can. If you go back up behind it, you'll notice right next to that television, you can see there's an alcohol bottle right there. Now, I want to point out something funny that when I put this together, I just thought it was the funniest thing. No one would know this unless you built it or if you wanted to show it to a friend or whatever. But if you pop off this couch, you'll notice that there is a hidden cookie right over here. You see that hidden cookie? Yeah, so that thing is actually inserted in. It's connected to a stud, and it's just a funny little feature they decided to add. Another thing I want to point out real quick is we're going to go ahead and remove this countertop. So if we remove that countertop, you'll see that there's a keg right here. I want to point out something really quick, and this set is perfect for a before you buy segment because some parents might find this a little too much for their kid, or they just don't feel like this would be appropriate. But I'm going to go ahead and remove this treasure chest as well, just because it's going to be in the way. But if you go ahead and actually pop off the cap of this keg, you can see that when you look inside, there's little studs in there, and it's supposed to replicate beer. Now the beer, it's just a couple of studs. Once again, they do come out. You see how they popped out just like that? There's 2 studs in there, and you would just put them back in. We're going to take this cap, put it back on. All right, there we go. Now, it's a cool little feature once again, but some parents, like I said, they might not think that's actually appropriate for their kid. But next to the fireplace, you got this keg. So now you can see behind here there's a fireplace with 2 flames popping out. You'll see that the treasure chest is kind of in the way, so it's hard to notice it at first, but when you pop it out, you'll notice that. Let's try to pop that out. There we go. You'll see that there's the fireplace. You got your 2 flames and your sailboat and your fan above the fireplace. So it's a cool little hidden feature once again. Very compact, very fine detail going on in this little set. Pop that back in, and that is pretty much your set right there. All right, we're going to move the set all around. You could notice that when you do move it around, you have your windows that are open right here. You could close them once again. You'll see that you got your windowsills. You got some of the brick tiles going on, some grooves over here. I have the door open right now. If we go ahead and close it, you got your doorknob. You got some flat studs that are on top of this plate right here. It makes the porch. And then you have some more brick tiles on this side as well as a couple of flat ones. But that's really all there is to the outside. There's nothing else going on. The main focus is mainly the inside. So I placed the camper van behind Thor's Asgard set, and you'll notice that the camper van is literally more than half the size, both length and width-wise. This shows how small this set is, and you will notice that when I put it up on top of the dresser, it barely takes up any space at all. So let's go ahead and do that real quick too. All right, now I put the new Asgard set on top of the single drawer dresser, and you can see that it barely takes up any space at all. It's like nothing compared to everything else you'd put on top of it. I'll move it over to the left here, and you'll see that there's so much space that's still there. You could put other Lego sets all around it if you wanted to. Obviously, if you have any sort of decor, like this is all my wife's stuff, so it barely takes up any space at all. So that is what it would look like if you had it on a single drawer dresser set. This set comes with 7 stickers. Now, each sticker has its purpose, one being on the sign, 3 of them being on the pizza boxes, 1 on the newspaper article, 1 for the picture frame, and the last one being on the television. Now, that's 7 stickers total. It's not bad. I know a lot of you guys don't really like having stickers on your Lego sets, but this is not a bad amount. I think they could have probably had the pizza boxes and the newspaper article already have the label on it or the print. So, I mean, they chose to do it with stickers. That's okay. It doesn't bother me. I do a pretty good job at putting them on anyway, so it's not a big deal. Now, in order for me to recommend this set, I have to point out a couple scenarios. One being, if you're an actual collector of Lego, then yes, this is definitely something I would recommend buying, because not only the fact that it's $29.99, but the fact is, this is probably not going to be remade again. It's not like the Lego Star Wars Landspeeder set where they keep rehashing the same vehicle and trying to improve off of that. I don't believe they'll make a new Bro Thor's new Asgard set. So yes, I would recommend this set if you are a collector. Now, another scenario is if you're a parent buying this for a child or someone else's child, maybe this wouldn't be ideal. Maybe I wouldn't recommend this because this is a set that comes with pieces that replicate bottles of alcohol. You also have the keg that's in the corner there, and if you open it up, it's supposed to have studs inside that replicates beer. So that might be something you might want to consider when you purchase the set for your child. That might be something that you're not comfortable with. Okay, so the final scenario I'd give you is if you're a casual buyer. So if you're just a casual buyer of Lego and you're just looking for something to pass time, yeah, I think this would give you a little more time than 20 minutes. You know, maybe you're not too experienced with doing Lego. This might give you that fun and that fulfillment that you would need. $30 might be a little steep for just 265 pieces, but like I said, if you take a little more time building your Lego, this would be worth it. If you're an experienced buyer and you're considered a casual buyer as well, maybe you would want to pass this up and look for something a little with a little more pieces to it, something that would be bigger. But this set will not take up any space on your table, nothing on your shelf. It's very tiny. I'm telling you, it's a really small set. So is the Bro Thor's new Asgard building set a buy or a pass? I would give it a buy. I don't think this set is going to be rehashed in the future. I think it's something that you'll consider as a collector's item. It's something that doesn't take up a lot of space. There's a lot of references in the movie, and this will become a one-of-a-kind set. So yes, personally, $30, I'd say it's a buy. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. That way you don't miss out on any future videos I decide to post. You'll also be helping a small-time YouTuber like me grow as an individual, creating better videos and content with all of your feedback. So leave a like, leave a comment. I would love to chat with you about this building set. And until next time, I will catch you then. Thank you very much for watching.